Welcome to Mount St. Mary College on behalf of the Writing Center. This presentation covers plagiarism awareness. My name is Gina Evers. I'm the director of the Writing Center here at the Mount. And before I spend the next few minutes telling you everything I can about plagiarism awareness, let me tell you just a little bit about the Writing Center and what we can do for you as a Mount student. We offer free writing help. All you have to do is make an appointment online, and one of our Writing Center tutors will help you wherever you are at in your individual writing process. You do need to know, however, that there are a few things the Writing Center will not do. We're not going to edit your paper for you, we're not going to fix your grammar for you, and we're not going to rewrite to your paper for you. Instead, we're going to give you the skills that you need to be able to do those things for yourself on all your future writing assignments. Now you may be sitting here thinking, well, what the heck? Why can't you just fix my grammar? I need help with grammar. You're the Writing Center. That seems like something you should do. Well, the reason that we can't just fix your grammar for you is because that would be us doing the work and then you turning in that work for a grade. And by definition, that's plagiarism. And who wants to visit a Writing Center that commits plagiarism on a regular basis? So I want to take this opportunity to clarify for you how the Mount defines our academic dishonesty policy. We define it in three ways. The first way is cheating. Well, what does cheating look like from a writing perspective? Cheating might look like purchasing an essay off the internet and turning it in. It might look like hiring a ghostwriter to write your essay for you, and it might even look like turning in an essay that you yourself wrote but that you've already submitted for another course and already received academic credit. Our second definition is plagiarism proper. Again, plagiarism is submitting the work of somebody else as your own. And you'll notice in this slide I've highlighted either intentional or accidental plagiarism. Intentional plagiarism is pretty obvious, copying and pasting out of Wikipedia, for example, but it's that accidental plagiarism that's a little bit trickier to define. When we say that, what we mean is submitting an essay that does not sufficiently cite its source material. So let's say, for example, you are working on an essay late into the night. At the last moment, you forget to include a citation. Suddenly, you find yourself in your professor's office, and she is saying, "You have plagiarized." Well, your response might be, "Well, I didn't mean to plagiarize. I just forgot to include that citation at the last minute." Or you might say, "Well, I didn't know that I needed to cite something like this." Or you might even say, "I didn't know exactly how you wanted me to cite something like this." Unfortunately, none of those responses are going to be sufficient. You're still going to be charged with plagiarism, and it's going to be this sort of accidental plagiarism. So I'm telling you this now so that you can be super diligent and always citing the words, ideas, or work of somebody else when you're writing. Our third and final definition of academic dishonesty is falsification. Falsification looks like, let's say you are doing some research, you get some data, and you slightly tweak the numbers in your data set in order to better suit your own argument. Another example might be you are supposed to go and interview two people. You only had a chance to interview one person, and so for the second person you invent a character and make up some quotations and include them in your paper. Both of those are examples of falsification, and both will get you charged with academic dishonesty or plagiarism. So the best way to avoid this whole mess is to, 1, always do your work yourself, and 2, always cite when using the words, ideas, or work of others. That's the best advice I can give you on how to avoid plagiarism. Now, I know that this semester you are going to follow this advice and you're not going to have any problems with academic dishonesty, but as the official spokesperson, I do need to let you know that there are some pretty serious consequences if you are charged with academic dishonesty or plagiarism. All of these are detailed in your student handbook, but to summarize them, the consequences range from failing the paper that you're working on, to failing the course that you're taking, or even being academically dismissed outright from the college. Now, that's a really serious thing. It could prevent you from getting into another college or university. It could even prevent you from getting a job in the future. The reason being is that academic dismissal will go on your official academic transcript, and any application that requires a copy of your academic transcript, the people receiving that application will see exactly why you were dismissed from the Mount. So this can really run afoul of any future goals or plans that you have for yourself or for your career. I also want to let you know that I'm not speaking hypothetically here. This chart shows the number of real plagiarism cases that have happened on campus in the past 4 years. So you can see that Mount students do indeed commit plagiarism, and they do indeed suffer those consequences that I've just named. It's also noteworthy to mention that in 3 of those past 4 years, first-year students have been the most frequently charged with plagiarism or academic dishonesty. So I give you this information not to scare you, not to make you feel like we're out to get you as a first-year student. We are absolutely not. I give you this information so that you can make a conscious choice. As the class of 2018, we are going to educate ourselves about academic dishonesty. We're going to buck this trend. We are not going to fall victim to this pattern of not knowing what plagiarism is and being charged with that accidental plagiarism we talked about a few minutes ago. So really, I give you this information to empower you. We are strict about plagiarism at the Mount, there's no doubt about it, but I can tell you why. One, we're invested in your learning. We value the holistic development of all individuals, and that means we believe that you have to authentically engage in the learning process to learn and grow and develop as a person. 2, we're a community of scholars. That means we value the exchange of ideas, and we're courteous to one another about giving credit where credit is due. 3, we're preparing you for a future where you have to be successful in a society where there is an ethical rule of law. We want you to be successful while you're here as a Mount student, but more importantly, we want you to be successful once you leave us, once you graduate, and you are out there in the world making positive change. You may have heard our motto, "Teach me the truth." Having a strict plagiarism policy is one way to honor that truth that we're encouraging you to pursue while you are here on campus. I also want to reassure you that we're here to guide you. You have lots of resources available to you as a Mount student. There's the Writing Center, there's your professor's office hours, there's other campus offices and student organizations, plenty of people around to ask for help when you have questions about things like the academic dishonesty policy. So to be continued, please don't let this be the end of the conversation. You're going to hear from the Writing Center throughout the academic year. We've got lots of events planned that we're going to invite you to. We have plagiarism awareness resources available on our portal site, and you are always welcome to make an appointment with us by visiting our website and clicking the Make an Appointment button. Also, for any of you who might be interested in working at the Writing Center, please be in touch with me and I would be happy to give you some more information about what the Writing Center tutor job entails. That brings me to the end of the plagiarism awareness presentation. Thank you for your attention, and we look forward to seeing you in the Writing Center soon.